Jake, also known as the glitch shotgun.
Alright, good evening everybody. Rock out here. I'm doing a live. It is 11:10. Gonna pick some locks and have some fun. So I have been thinking about doing some lives for a while, and this seemed like the perfect opportunity to do a couple here. Pick some locks, maybe play with some handcuffs, just have some fun for a little while. Got an Abus 7240. I meant to put my chat on my phone so that I can. Alright, that's better. I'm gonna look at the chat. Oh, Dean, you need to use your returners, buddy. I love these things. So I'm using the wrong hook for that. That's why. Like a super short hook for this thing. New house, what's up? There we go. Helps if you use the right hook. Dean, where'd you get ergo turners from? Covert, obviously, but was that something you won in your giveaway? Nice, nice. That's what I got the echelon here. I have some other stuff added to it and stuff, of course. Too many damn tension wrenches because I can't keep tension wrenches in this thing anymore. They're always falling out. But that's what I have, that echelon set. I like it. I wasn't the biggest fan of the rakes that were in it because they were 20s and they were super thin. But I liked everything else that was in it. Let's see if we can open this Packlock 90A Pro. I've picked this thing so much the top of it's all worn out, so you got to tension it weird, and sometimes it doesn't want to cooperate. last time I picked this lock, I had to use a Z-bar from some dimples to bite that enough to get tension. But I've picked this thing hundreds of times, so the top of that keyway is all worn out really bad. I don't like bottom of the keyway for much unless I'm raking, but I definitely don't like it for like 1100s and pack lock and stuff with the spool pins and everything in it. Yeah, that tension wrench is just wanting to fall out of there. I looked into ordering a new core, but hell, I can order a new pack lock for what a new core costs, so I might just do that. Hey, Grouchy, Elijah. I'm not going to be good at keeping up on the chat. Just fair warning, y'all. That is the challenge lock that Cloud the Great 99 sent me. I love this thing. He did an awesome job with this. Check this thing out. I love that thing. He put a bunch of homemade security pins in it, spools and stuff. It falls into a nice deep false set. I've been practicing raking it. I just posted a short raking it, but it's taken quite a while to get to that point. There we go. How's everybody doing tonight? Nola. Pleasure to see you, sir. I'm going to pick one of Nola's favorite locks right here, Abus 7240. On these 7240s, pin 1 is a standard, and all your other 5 spools, or all your other 5 pins are spool pins. So I use really light tension, and you'll get really good feedback from this lock usually. I think my springs are starting to get kind of worn because this is my favorite one, and I've picked this one just countless times. So I think the feedback's getting a little less and less on it. Oh, thank you, Grouchy. Anybody have storms today? New house, Marissa, you guys are pretty close to me. It stormed like crazy here today. There we go. Rake a little bit. No storms, Dean. It's going to be glorious when it storms there. New house only stormed for like a second. We're going to use some of New House's rakes since he's in the chat. You guys go check out New House Lock and Keys shop, his channel. It's awesome. He has all kinds of picks, rakes. These are all from him. It's my lighting, Nola. That's all. My lighting. Not too dead. What's up, buddy? those are my Smith & Wessons I was talking to you about. Wondering if I could use these for the next round of challenges since they're hinged. I'm still getting used to them being the first pair of hinged cuffs that I have, but I like them. They are very different than all the others that I have, though. I don't know if it's normal for Smith & Wessons, but the keyway is so much tighter on these. And then the Peerless, this is a 25 thou monkey paw, and I can't even get it in there. Opposed to like my Peerless, which this is like my go-to pick for them. It just slides right in. But with these, I have to use like a 20 thou. This is an elephant trunk, but I have to use like the 20 thou, and I still have to go in at a certain angle, or else that 20 doesn't even want to go in there. So they're definitely different. But I like them. I like them a lot. I got those and the Winchesters at the same time, the last order from Handcuff Warehouse. I had rock output on the Smith & Wessons, and on the Winchesters, the only thing I could think of was to have 1866 put on them, because that's the year that Winchester was founded. So, and I saved my box from them because they're so pretty. They do have notorious tight keyways. Gotcha. Yeah, a couple people had said that they do. And compared to like the Peerless and the Chicagos and stuff that I have, they're substantially tighter. You can kind of go in with the Chicagos with, that's a 25 thou, the monkey paw. I don't like the monkey paw as a regular pick, so I use it for bypassing junk like this. And I do like it for cuffs though, and even with the coated Chicagos being tighter and stuff like that, it just goes in like nothing. But it doesn't want to go in at all to these Smith & Wessons. I said I have to use a 20 and still come in from the top and swoop down to get it in there. But these are the Winchesters. And the Winchesters are tight, but not as tight. I said the Smith & Wessons are by far the tightest ones that I have. Let's see here. Let's rake a little bit more. Well, thank you, Not Too Dead. I play with the cuffs every night. Can't help it, at least a little bit. Put the cuffs on and play with them for at least a while. Matt, what's up, buddy? Actually, I was just messing with Frankenstein a little bit ago before the live. It is right here. And I think you saved me just in time, because this thing is starting to get harder and harder to pick. I talked about it being notoriously easy. But I think these pins, this lock was old and used whenever I got it and didn't have the key. So I think it's getting just completely worn out. So I think that's going to be a weekend project, actually, is redoing Frankenstein. I'm going to do it as a video for sure, but you don't get very good clicks out of this thing anymore. It used to open like nothing. That was, but yeah, I think this is going to be a project. I have everything right here that you sent me. I think it's going to be the weekend project, long format video. That's why Marissa called me ugly. No, Marissa called me ugly because Marissa's mean. That's why Marissa called me ugly. Newhouse heard it and everything. It was my witness. There's that monkey paw. Do both pairs of Chicago's that I have. These blue ones were compliments of Not Too Dead, and I wanted to get another pair. I like these a lot. Great price and super fun. So I ordered the orange pair. They're not as worn in as the blue ones, but they are. See, they're still tight, the paint. I haven't ratcheted them and played with them too much. My hands aren't ugly. Thanks, Mick. Let's see here. Pick this challenge lock again. Actually, I'll see if I can rake it again. I raked it for that short, but this thing's pretty tough because it's full of spool pins. There we go. That is challenge lock from Cloud to Great 99. I absolutely love this thing. He did such an awesome job with it. And then he wanted us to keep them. I think he made 10 of them and sent them out, and he makes those butter picks. This thing is awesome. It's kind of thick, but it's awesome for locks that it'll fit in. But unfortunately, it doesn't fit in as many as I would like it to. No. Can he actually see my hands? It's my lighting, man. I'm telling you. No, I'm ginger, so it doesn't matter how much I'm out in the sun. This is the 1100 that I found on the road, and I actually raked this lock. It's the first 1100 that I was able to rake. I've been trying since the first 1100 that I got. But it only has one spool pin in it, and the rest of them are serrated, so I think that helped with raking it. Yeah, Mick, we have tactical advantage for picking at night, right? Guys, I saw Matt in the chat a little bit ago. He just did a video for his 100 subscriber giveaway. If any of you guys haven't subscribed to Matt, you should. You should go check him out. Awesome dude. Awesome channel, locksmith. I used to be able to rake this thing, and then, like I said, I think it's getting so worn out that it doesn't really want to rake much anymore either. It's time to redo it for sure. Matt was awesome. He cut me some keys, sent me security pins, because when I gutted this thing, it only had standard pins in it. Drivers, key pins, everything standard. Yeah, and it's so finicky to get to open. Master lock joke. Had to go to Harbor Freight for something for work the other day, and I went back to look at the lock aisle and just picked up a couple packs of Harbor Freight security locks, and had my son in mind because he's going on 6 and he's been raking a bunch with me and stuff like that, and grabbed us a couple things of locks. He took half of them and I kept half of them, but they had 3 packs of these for $5, so I'm Italian, so not even the bottom of my feet are that pasty. Double lock these this time. That's why that's not usually the hook that I use for the double lock. Where is that? I got too much stuff out, y'all. There we go. I don't like steep rounded hooks for picking. So from that Echelon set, that steep rounded hook is my go-to for cuffs if I'm double locking them and stuff like that. It works really well. There's the double lock, and there's the single lock. Mick, you don't need sunscreen, you need auto paint. Double lock off. Not too dead. You still in here? Did you say earlier you have 47 pairs of cuffs now? I have 6, and I'm already trying to figure out where the hell to keep them. I do have a couple more pairs coming, so I thought about building like a rack to put back here on the back of my table to kind of hold them, keep them out of the way. Right now, all I do is just keep them laying around with all my locks. Last time I saw 47, I was on the bus to the courthouse. I think that's what he said earlier on Lady Locks Live, is that he had 47 pairs of cuffs now. But I do like these hinged as my first pair hinged, and they're tough with the tighter keyway and just less mobility and everything, but I do like them. I've been trying different picks with them and stuff. The ones I got from New House, give me a second to get these off and I'll show you guys. I don't know where I put. I'll just take them off. I got these picks from him, and I think he said it was the Pumpkin King and the Pumpkin Queen that I got. The thing absolutely slays cuffs. I love it. Right here. And that thing just gets in there. And just perfect, hits them perfect. And they work really well on the Chicagos and the Peerless, the Winchesters, but the Smith & Wessons are too tight. They don't get in there. Did you say that's a Greyhound? Rock out, that reminds me, do you have the leg shackles, the waist chain, the padlock in your back? No, I don't have any leg shackles yet or waist chains yet. I've put padlocks on the chains, and I've picked a padlock while I was cuffed and then taken the cuffs off and done open and off, and then Nick's picks brought up to me putting the lock actually around the chain and having less mobility. So I've done that, but I don't have any like the waist chains or anything. Did you say that's a Greyhound? No, this was from New House. All these rakes and a bunch of picks and stuff were from New House, and I think he said this one was the Pumpkin King and the Pumpkin Queen. One of the two here. They're in here somewhere. The other one is. Yeah, right here. One of them just has a single peak after the steep hook, and then the other one has 2 peaks after the steep hook. And instantly, as soon as I saw it, I thought that's going to be for cuffs, and it does. It works phenomenal for cuffs. Double is the king, triple is the king. Okay, cool. Thanks, New House. I wasn't sure, but it absolutely, it's like my new favorite go-to for handcuffs. I mean, everything I have except those Chicago's, or I'm sorry, everything I have except for the Smith and Wessons, because it works great on the Chicago's, Peerless, everything. It just absolutely, every cuff that I have other than the Smith and Wesson hinged ones, it's absolutely killer on. Oh, absolutely, Mick. Go give Newhouse a follow. Awesome dude. He's a locksmith. He has a shop, merch and picks, all kinds of stuff. Does lives on Sunday nights and Tuesday nights. I'm always on there. Not on, but in the chat and stuff like that with him and stuff. Newhouse. You got to deal with Marissa, but it's worth it. Yeah, this is, as soon as I opened that up from Newhouse, that was instantly I knew, and that's like my new absolute go-to for cuffs. And like I said, it does. Those were Peerless. These are Chicago's. I mean, it just eats them up. No lives for a while, and she said she's still just trying to eat her salad. Well, how big of a damn salad is it? And what kind of salad? Is it chicken salad? Is it actual salad with chicken on it? Is it steak? Taco salad? What kind of salad are we talking about here? Yeah, Newhouse. I'm going to get a couple more of these from you just to have them for cuffs. They're both 20s. Yeah, 20s. I think 25s would be fine because there's enough room. Like I said, I use 25s on everything except the Smith & Wessons anyway, but they just work so well. I'm pretty light-handed when it comes to shit, except raking. I'm a little harder on stuff with rakes, but still, I don't, even with playing with cups with those, I don't think I'm going to bend them up too bad and stuff like that, but still, I'd like to have a couple extras since they're so good for the cuffs. Let's try this pack lock again, even with the top being all worn out. And then, I don't know how long I'll be on here. I was wanting to start doing lives anyway, and I saw Lockjaw's new thing, and it said for a half an hour, and I was like, well, hell, I wanted to start doing them anyway, so this is a perfect excuse to, I don't have any more on the site, and all I have is currently 20s. I'll hook you up. Awesome, man. Like I said, I'll happily buy them, or if you want to trade or something like that, but I would like to have at least, I like the smaller one better for the cuffs, honestly. They both work well, but I do like the smaller one. I'd like to have probably at least 2 more of them as backups because they're so freaking good on the cuffs. I think my problem with this pack lock is the way I have to tension now. I'm not getting, pin 1 on this is a really high set, and since that's so messed up and stuff now, I have to have my tensioner like lengthwise across, and I don't think I'm getting enough lift on pin 1 for this thing. Like I said, I was going to order a new core, and you could get it pinned different or pinned the same or whatever, but I was going to get a new core for it, and with shipping and stuff, the new core was like $10 or something, but with shipping it came to like $26, and I think you can get a brand new pack lock for like $28, so I didn't order the core yet. Probably, I was thinking about making this one into a challenge lock. I haven't seen any 98 Pro challenge locks out there, so I was thinking about making it into a challenge lock and just ordering a new one. But unfortunately, I think it's traditional picking days are over. Can get 5 for 50 bundle, of course. I got a link. Yeah, hit me up in Discord then. That would be awesome. I love this thing. I use this for my blue belt and then the pack lock challenge. Uh, Actually, and I quit doing the belts. I kind of lost interest in it. But when I was first getting into the community and everything, I started with blue belt and then kind of lost interest in chasing belts and didn't never win anymore. But then use this for the um, I got the letter and everything from pack lock and stuff. So, but this thing's been picked so many times. I mean, you can't keep a tensioner in it, and I don't like bottom of the keyway for really anything except raking. So I see a lot of people do pick the 90As and 1100s and stuff bottom, but it's not for me. New house, you gonna check out the giveaway and do a video? Marissa said she was going to. I wanted to make it fun and try and get more people involved. So I don't care if you pick a lock, rake a lock, do handcuffs. You could do your thumb cuffs, anything. I didn't make it anything specific like raking or picking or anything. I don't care what you open or how you open it. Awesome, buddy. Yeah, don't care what you open or how you open it. Oh, you got time, Mick. I make mine long so that people have time, because we're all freaking busier than we want to be, man, honestly. You know what I mean? I work, wife, kids, property, and animals and shit to take care of. Hey, Chuck. Yes, we're all busier. So usually when I do giveaways, they're at least 3 weeks, if not a month long. And this new one I just started the other night, I made for a month. So you still have over 3 weeks before the deadline. So I wanted to make sure everybody had time to get in on it if they want to. Chuck, I use bottom when it helps keep the pick on the warding for leverage. Okay. What I've picked for, hell, probably close to 20 years, but didn't know anything about like higher security locks and stuff like that. And there wasn't didn't have YouTube or know anything about the community. Facebook, nothing was around when I first started picking, and all there was bottom of the keyway. So I got used to it for like Master 3s and the stuff that I was picking from Walmart and Lowe's and stuff like that. But I don't know, maybe like 8-ish years ago, something like that, give or take. Top of keyway kind of started getting popular. I got used to it, and now I don't like bottom for anything with spool pins. The bottom I was used to, it was for low security locks, you know what I mean? Raiding grandma's garage and stuff like that, and it was all, like I said, master stuff with no security pins. And as soon as I started getting into like security pins and stuff, I don't like the bot. I get so much better feedback from top of keyway, and specifically like the ergo turners. It's just such a more comfortable position for my hand. Planning my video for your challenge, rock out, but I want to finish the drawing first. Yeah, of course, Matt. You finish those first, buddy. They was that the last part of yours, the new picker giveaway one? I think that was the last one, if I'm not mistaken. But we'll do cuffs a little bit more, and then I think I'm gonna call it a night, guys. Appreciate everybody stopping in. This is my first live. I did one with Newhouse and did one with Stu, and that's it. Those are the only lives I've ever done. So this was my first solo. I said I've been thinking about doing it, and then seeing the lockjaw thing. Patch was just going live, picking and talking and stuff for like a half an hour. Yeah, Chuck. Yeah, that's exactly, buddy. Like I said, I'd wanted to start doing lives, but just kind of unmotivated to get into doing them, I guess. And had a lot of fun with Newhouse, and then had a lot of fun doing the one with Stu. Did cuffs for like an hour and a half, basically, so it was awesome. But yeah, when I saw that, I was like, well, shit, I've been wanting to get into doing my own lives and stuff anyway, so it seems like the perfect excuse to get into them. Wow, I almost missed it. Ah, you were late. You didn't almost miss it. Why is you a chunk sheep? I really need to work on my lives. I either talk or pick. Can't seem to do both. I knew coming into this I wasn't going to pay too much attention to the chat. Like, I have my phone set up and I'm trying to do it, but I caught myself when I wasn't really doing anything on Newhouse's live. We were kind of just BSing, so I was watching the chat. But then, like, on the one I was doing with Stu, like, we were doing handcuffs like non-stop for like an hour and a half, and I was putting on multiple pairs, and I know I didn't look at the chat like hardly at all. So a wizard is never late. Rock out. I got here right when I wanted to. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Yeah, this is the pumpkin from Newhouse, and like I said, if you have cuffs, if you're into cuffs like I am and stuff like that, you need to get one of these. They are just absolutely phenomenal on cuffs. I like to figure out how to put chat on my tablet, make it easier. Yeah, I don't know, Chuck. I'm terrible with like technology and stuff, man, honestly. Like I said, I need to get these orange Chicagos broken in because they are still so tight. They're coated, like painted. And I'll just take them off real quick and show you guys something. If you're into cuffs and stuff, you know what I'm talking about. Even the teeth on the paw and everything is coated inside, everything, so they're just so, until you get them. Now, like I said, Not Too Dead sent me these ones and had them first, and they're a lot looser because I played with them a lot longer. You can see the paint's all worn off of them there and stuff like that, so they go a lot smoother. That pumpkin looks dope. Don't have any snowman or ball. I just got ball and stuff just a couple weeks ago, really. I hadn't had a ball, and I ordered some stuff from Southern for myself and for my giveaway, and excuse me, and I got a half ball and a ball from them because I wanted to try them out on the cuffs. And honestly, I haven't much, because as soon as I got that one from Newhouse and seen it, I was like, I know that's the ticket. But I mean, I tried it, but I haven't done it as much as I should. The ball does work well, but honestly, my favorite was the monkey paw, because like I said, I don't like it to pick with. But that's the half ball. I think I like the half ball better than the ball, just because of getting in and out of the keyway. But yeah, when Newhouse sent me this and I saw it, I was like, well, no, I mean, that's the one. That's the ticket. Drive the house, I'm crazy spinning more off the paint. Yeah, my wife's not super amused with the handcuffs in the first place. But that's what I sat there with the blue ones like this. And now my little boy, is obsessed with the handcuffs and stuff. He's been raking locks with me, and he just single pin picked his first lock the other day, and he can slip any of these. Even if I put like the Peerless on as tight as they can go, he can slip them. But I got him like those kids cuffs, and he'll sit on the couch and play with those kids cuffs while I'm playing with these and stuff like that. And so it wouldn't get on his nerves. Super chat not set up. I don't know, Coast. This is my first live, buddy. I don't know how to set up super chat. For her, the cuffs are for both of you. What? Yeah, Nola. I said, hey, look, they have pink Chicago's too. I said I have blue and orange, and I said now they have pink, and kind of wink, wink. Yeah, super chat not set up. I don't have any idea how to do that, Coast. Isn't the super chat part of monetization? I don't know. I guess I'm very new to the YouTube thing. I know I don't have enough subs to be monetized or anything. I think you need 1,000, and I have like 600. So I don't know. Maybe you can't do it until you have 600. Or I'm sorry. Maybe you can't do it until you have 1,000 to get monetized or something. Probably not unlocked yet. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking, but I'm not sure. Let's see. We're gonna try the half ball on these. That gets in there okay. Better than a lot of the other stuff. But this Smith & Wesson keyway is just so much tighter. I asked Stu and Not Too Dead and stuff on Discord about it, because when I first got them and was messing with them, like none of the picks I usually use for cuffs will get into those. It's just so much tighter. Stuck using Facebook for uploading. I can't go up until I get 30 more subs. Okay. Yeah, I don't have Facebook. Used to, and it wasn't for me. So, and then I wasn't like a fan of any social media or anything. But then when I started my channel and started like getting into the community and stuff more, I did Reddit and Discord, and I'm glad I did those. I have those and use those and stuff, but that's it. No more Facebook for me. But this is Newhouse's pumpkin on the Winchester cuffs. And like I said, it's just no problem. I said it's probably my new favorite pick for cuffs. That reminds me, Rock, do you have little boxes that go over the cuff change to make them stay straight, like the hinge cuffs? No. Are you talking about like some of the stuff Coxie's been showing? Because those are crazy. Mark, what's up, buddy? Thanks for popping in. Bring it all to YouTube and share across everything. I'll just playing with some cuffs and finishing up here, I think, buddy. So this is my first live. I appreciate you popping in. I'm always on everybody else's, and was looking for the motivation to do mine, and here we go. Just playing with some cuffs, was picking a little bit, raking a little bit. Like I said, I think about to finish up. Appreciate everybody. Don't want to make this too long and start kind of getting repetitive and monotonous and stuff like that. Thank you, Mark. Yeah, hit that like button. I'm awesome. I do awesome shit. Awesome stuff. I don't know. Are you allowed to cuss on lives? I don't know. That's the first one. Hit that like button, like Mark said. Listen to Mark. Mark's awesome. It's part of the get up for the bus I was asking about earlier. About black slowly clamps over the chain, so your hands are stuck forward with each other. Okay. You will need 1,000 subscribers and a certain amount of watch hours. Yeah, to get monetized. That's what I thought. And like I said, I mean, it would be cool. I would probably do it if it got to that point. And then, you know what I mean? But I never, ever just put it in a vice frame and you'll be golden to watch 2 hours of ramblings. Well, see, I don't want to steal Newhouse's thing, Nola. That's his thing. Hell, he might have that patented. Yeah, Chuck, thank you. Like I said, I mean, I might do it like if it got to that point, but this is like the first. This is the first live I've ever done, so I know I don't have any of the watch hours, and I'm not anywhere near those subs yet or anything like that. So it's not even a goal. Like I started this YouTube channel, um, just because, like I said, I was doing the. I thought I wanted to do the belts, so I got this Packlock 98 Pro, and to film you had to pick and gut, but I hadn't done anything for green, so I had to reassemble and stuff. So my first video was this for submission for blue and to send to Packlock, and I was nervous as hell. I didn't even say a word during the pick gut reassembly anything. I didn't say anything, but then I liked it. So hey, Delbert. So yeah, I liked it, and I just kind of started making other videos. I saw people on Reddit asking for tips on like 1100s and 7240s and stuff, so I just started that, and then it just snowballed. Nola shouted me out, and Doc shouted me out, and then Nola invited me into some groups and stuff on Discord, and I just kind of went like that's how the channel started. So like I said, it was never a goal. I remember that rock out and you killed it from there. Thank you, buddy. But yeah, so it was never like a goal. I don't figure I'd probably ever get monetized. Hell, half the music I put in my shorts is I get warnings for copyright and stuff too. So that's probably holding me back. I get copyright warnings all the time, and I'll have to delete the short and change the music or something. And so all right, guys, I think that's about it for me. I appreciate everybody stopping by. I said, I don't know. I think it was fun, so I think I'll do it more. Um, I don't know time frame or anything yet. I don't want to step on anybody's toes, people I'm close with or anything like that. So maybe I was thinking maybe Sundays and Tuesdays at like 8:30. Nola, what do you think? Yeah, grab your baby oil and gift bags on the way out. Is that a Brinks 40? No, I don't have any. Oh, wait a minute. I might have a Brinks 40. I don't know what that one is or this one. I don't mess with these too much. Maybe declared the times for this live. Have I declared the time of this live as per night watch requirements? Yeah, when I first started, I showed my phone and said it was like, I think 10 after 11. I showed my phone 10 after 11 Eastern Standard Time, so do I have to keep doing updates or anything? Now it's 12:04. So I would really like to see more locks coming out with the model number on it. Perfect. So Rock Out is going to be going live every Tuesday and Sunday at 7:30. Like I said, I don't want to step on anybody's toes, so I thought 7:30 on Sundays and Tuesdays sounded good. I don't think Newhouse is still in here. Just watching frames through the darkness on my window. Started rolling. It's open time slot now. It is. All right, y'all. I think that's it. I appreciate everybody coming and hanging out. Like I said, I'll figure out some times and do some more of these. I appreciate you. And I think that's it, man. Y'all have a good night.